Alright. We got about 38 minutes until it starts. Right now, you don't know what's going on right now. There is a rover driving around, controlled by the Twitch chat of this stream, of their main stream, and has to get to a certain point of the office or the reveal stage, basically. So it's kind of a Twitch plays drone around the Bungie office. It's quite the experience. It's been going on for about an hour and a half now, so it's almost there. It's gonna probably reach to the reveal time for the most part. By then, I would say. But we'll see. What this game has to offer, I guess. I mean, we'll be playing it. I mean, been Destiny 2 for a long time, so Destiny 2 is we'll see. So right now, what's happening is that the bot has a artificial battery status or battery life, and so you would go to the USEC website, and you would decrypt this code here, and then it gives you a key right here. You put the key in, and then it gives you a message, and people spam it in the chat, and when that message is spammed in the chat, it recharges the battery. So there is that interaction there, which but I'm not doing that. Somebody else, other streamer is gonna do that. That's on Twitch right now. Pretty much how it goes. So right now, people, if they decoded the message, they're spamming it now. Eventually, it will go ahead and charge the battery. It's very cool stuff. But of course, we wait until the reveal happens. It's a little bit early because I want to watch the bot. The bot move around, I want to see the rover move around, Hopefully. This one's taking a very long time though. This charge is charging. This is the long charge for some reason. Not sure why though. People are spamming it though. It seems. Technically, it is better to stream on Twitch, technically, but I didn't have the time to set up restream, and I was like, I could do stream on both platforms, but I was like, you know what? I'll just chill for today, We will just chill. I've seen a long time though. I'm not sure why. It's taking a long time to charge up. I'm not sure why. It's like at 50%. Is there a reason why it's stuck at 50%? It's stuck. Why is it stuck? Why is it stuck? 50%. What's up? Not much. We are chilling. Gonna watch this reveal in 34 minutes. I'm not sure why the robot is stuck 50% right now. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? It should be going up, but it's not. I'm not sure. So the main thing we're looking for this reveal is a date. Well, first things first, actual gameplay, because we've never seen actual gameplay for this game yet. So there we go. Now it's going up. We actually want to see gameplay, right? Actual gameplay, not some cinematic crap. Well, I mean, cinematics are cool, but it's been like 2 years since they showed anything for this game. So gameplay is important. And then Well, I mean, they're going to be showing gameplay because that's the whole point of the stream. But you know what I'm saying. You know, like real gameplay. They're probably gonna have like devs playing it. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. And then a date, a release date or alpha date. I think alpha is confirmed. I'm pretty sure. But they're doing like some weird like code. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think it's some sort of it's signups for sure. So it's gonna be probably a low chance to get in. I bet. So we're gonna try our best to get in for sure. I mean, with my luck at alpha tests and beta tests, they're pretty high. I don't want to jinx it, but whenever I do sign up for alpha or play tests or anything that's like NDA, I do usually get in. I don't know why, but not because I'm not anyone special. I'm just a normal person. So it just seems to be super lucky sometimes with these games. Hopefully, if we do get alpha access, hopefully we get in. And it's I don't know. We'll see. I would love to play. I mean, I think everybody would love to play this game. I would love to play this game for sure. I'll have some feedback for sure. I love writing up feedback. Anyways, 90%, almost there, charged up. I feel like this one's predetermined. I feel like this one's I think it's been charging with the time. I'm pretty sure this one's not. This one's baked in, man. This one is not actually like chat. Here we go. Finally, oh my god. There we go. Now the bot is gonna move now. It's trying to get to the center stage or the reveal stage. Basically, that is the main goal right now. Let's get to the main stage. We got marathon art already on the wall. Damn, that's crazy. Nice Twitch plays we got here. Oh, there's the fallen statue. One thing that's cool about the Bungie studio is that like it's like it just has it literally just they have a built-in reveal stage. It's crazy. You can just do reveals and talk about their game just in the game in their studio. It's just easy. Hello. I'm watching the reveal in 30 minutes here, but they have Twitch chat controlling a drone with the Twitch chat doing commands to make it move and trying to make it to it in the Bungie studio here to make it to the live reveal stage. So they're working they're almost there. They're almost there, guys. They're almost there. A little bit of they go. I mean, they keep going forward. Actually, the bot doesn't get stuck that easily. I would say the bot doesn't get stuck that easily, so it's fine. You can just keep going forward. It doesn't get stuck at all. This is live. This is live in their studios. All these devs here walking around. It's all happening in real time. The way that they unlocked this was pretty interesting. But this bot has been teasered since the beginning of this ARG, this little rover. It was like the first thing you're able to see and read about, and now it's the final thing. I think that's one of the best things about puzzles. I think my favorite thing about puzzles and in this caliber is seeing something at the beginning of the puzzle and then not using it until the end. It's such a mind trick. It's such a big trick in the mind where like you see something and you just have it on your mind the entire time, like not knowing when to use it. It's like the best way to like get people stuck on stuff. It's like it's like the easiest way to get people stuck on everything. Give something that's not used until the very end. I mean, this didn't matter that much because you can't really use this in a puzzle, but you know, it just they gave it to us at the very beginning, so it was like cool, you know. Okay, where are we going? I think we have all the arrows here. No photos. Hang on a second. Elite. It's gonna hit this. It's gonna hit this thing, man. It's gonna hit it. Actually, depth perception. It's gonna slide by for sure. Oh, that's cat. Cat and worm. Who wins? Worm or cat? You hear the bait? They're baiting us. We're getting baited. Oh, there's a code there. Oh. It's going so slow. There's a code there. What's the code? What's that say? It's so hard to read. Oh, it's the code for the contract. Alright, who has the fastest typing speed in the world? Let's see here. Nope, that's too far. Oh, cannot see that. The last numbers of it. Take a screenshot of it, probably. Oh, nope. Oh, wow. Let's see. Who's a fast typer here? I wonder. B143 FC F9 dash 4708 dash 4. Oh, people are fast already. Oh, that's much faster than I am, let's be honest. There we go. Oh, well, I'm too late. Hello. Alright. We're almost there. They're almost there. The bot is almost there. The bot is almost there. You gotta get around this couch, I'm pretty sure. I would say. Checking in every so often. Yeah. Let's see. We're almost there. Alright. Oh, we're going with the Mithrax statue. I would love to look at it. Yes. Now pick us up. Make us look at the statue. Oh. Alright, well, they're gonna go. They're gonna go straight, probably. See, I'm so focused in, guys. Like, I could have Bubblegum Simulator in the background playing. Nah, I am not playing that game right now. I am straight up. We are watching the stream full on. Okay. They're getting there. The bond is getting there. The bond is getting there, guys. The rover is getting there. Now we gotta take a right. Right. Alright. Almost there. A little bit too much. It's gonna go forward anyways. This is how delayed it is. Okay, now to go left. It might go forward again though, I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, it might go left. There we go. Okay, now it's gonna go left again. I bet it's gonna go left again. Watch this. It's just delayed. It's just how. Yeah, it's just how it is. People are spamming it too much. Now it's gonna go right. Nope. Okay, that is crazy. Who's spamming forward so much? What the hell? How's it doing that? Why did it spam forward so much? Why are the bots so delayed? Yeah, just move all the obstacles out. There we go. There's all the devs waiting around. Alright. Now it's gotta go forward. Nope. There we go. Yeah, straight now. It's delayed. Oh, this would be Inception right now. No, 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 no. Inception. It's always delayed by one movement, basically. Oh, yeah, a cosplay right there. Hang on a second. Oh no. Not the corner, not the corner. Not the corner. Alright. It's gonna go red. It's gonna go red again, maybe? Unless, come on, spam, forward. Come on. No, yeah, it's gonna go red again, yeah. It's delayed by one action, so like, it's a bit difficult. It's gonna go forward a lot now. Spam left right now. Yo, what is that? Leak? What gun is that? Traveler's Troza? And that gun is not great. This bot, it just drives in zigzags because it's always delayed by one action. So like it's gonna go, you want to go forward, it's gonna go forward twice, and then it wants to go right. It's gonna go right twice, okay, and then it's gonna go, then it's gonna go forward, and then it's gonna go left, and then, yeah, it's just how it is. Sadly, like it's gonna go forward twice, and now it's gonna go right twice. Watch, see, so it's gonna go right. Yes. Now I'll be surprised if it goes forward. There's no way. It's gonna go right again. Okay. I'd be surprised if it goes forward. Yep, it goes right. Okay. Now it goes forward. They might be controlling it now, possibly. Okay. Where do you go now? Straight. You gotta go. Oh, there's a huge crowd. Holy moly. They are. That I've never seen before. Right? That's a massive bungee crowd right there. That I don't think I've seen a reveal. Oh, there we go. Nope. I've never seen a reveal of that many developers. I mean, it's their next big game, right? So obviously they're gonna have a huge audience. Usually reveals are like from my understanding from Destiny reveals, it's always just been, you know, just a little couch and some developers here and there. But this is obviously, you know, they've been working hard on this game for sure. So they are obviously gonna have a large audience. Oh, it's gonna run out of batteries again. Oh well, that's they know how to get you on this one. Don't go left again. Watch, here it comes. Left again. It's not gonna go forward. Just know it's gonna go forward. Yeah, left again, and now it's gonna go forward. It's gonna run out of batteries though. Just as we reach there, it's gonna run out of batteries. It's gonna go forward one more time, and it's gonna go left. So it's actually pretty decent. Oh, left. Oh, here we go. All right, and now it's made it, guys. There we go. There we go. Now they're controlling themselves. There, just yep, do a little dance there. We made it. 60 minutes to spare. Nah, it's fine. There we go. Stream going up. All right, there we go. Now we got 18 minutes, so we did it, guys. All right, now let me fix the stream real quick so we can actually have it where it's the full screen. Remove this chat. I don't want to see chat. Chat has been always. Twitch chat is not my favorite thing to look at when watching reveals, to be honest with you. Alright. I'm excited, guys. 34,000 viewers split between other streamers that are streaming it on the thing. You know, the thing is with this, it kind of sucks because there's actually streamers on Twitch, you know, streaming this, right, and watching this. But there's also people who are abusing the system on Twitch. If you go to the directory of Marathon, you'll see people streaming in this directory, but not watching not actually participating in this puzzle, or, you know, they're just playing their own game because they're abusing the system. As in, if somebody subscribes or subs to them when they're in the Marathon directory, you get a global badge. Okay, so they're just abusing the system where they're just using that, all right, and doing it for the sub badge. Yeah, so it sucks, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's just Twitch's oversight. It's a cool idea for those games and stuff, but like, people, I know Twitch usually back in the day was very strict on streaming the game. You had to be streaming the game. I think the issue is there's no game to stream, so they can make the excuse of, oh well, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I think that's the issue. I think with this one, they said there's no actual game to play. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of an issue with that one. So it's a bit of a gray area with that information. So we'll see. But this soundtrack, I mean, this song that's been, it was data mined early or found early. This song is great though. If this is like menu music or something, I don't know, but it's great. Great song. It's like 8 minutes long or something. I don't know. It's pretty long. It's the vibe though. All I could tell you is that what to expect from this game is a good soundtrack, of course, as always. Good gunplay, hopefully. And the little teaser of the cinematic trailer that was released like 2 weeks ago, or last week. They were teasing not only the visuals, even though it's just like cinematic, but the sound. You were hearing the gunshots like from the distance and like 3D audio. Like that right there. Obviously, that's needed. Obviously needed for a extraction shooter. One of these games, you need to know the sounds of where they're coming from and footsteps and stuff, right? And so it's very crisp. You know, it was very satisfying to hear. You know what I mean? So as long as they get that down, the audio down, that's all that matters, really. And we're obviously we're playing. Hopefully we get an alpha. I'm hoping we get alpha. A nice alpha. Looking forward to that, surely. There should be a drop or something. Let me refresh. Let me refresh this real quick. I think it starts soon, but no drops yet. I'll do it later. So play a bunch of extraction shooters. Hype for this. Now, I don't really play that much extraction shooters. I don't mind playing them. I don't play them often, but I don't have an issue playing them though. But we'll see. There's a certain like threshold, I think. There's a certain threshold to them. We'll see. It's just like what I think the scariest thing about these is scary, but the scary things about extraction shooters is just the meta. Once the meta forms, it gets a bit scary, you know. Hopefully the devs, who knows, you know, like I'm figure out something to shake it up a lot, because like sometimes some metas are pretty bad. Extraction shooter metas are crazy. Sometimes it could be annoying. They disabled the can't check it here. Let me see the link. Did they disable the bots? Oh, they disabled the extension. It was a radio extension or thing to play around with, but they disabled it. Oh, starting early. Yo, you're muted. Not like
reveal
this.
To go ahead and show you some marathon gameplay live here from Bungie HQ, but we actually have the distinct privilege of being joined by a pretty solid contingent of the marathon development team in-house. So in addition to some of the folks we're going to be talking to on stage here in just a little bit, we wanted to take the opportunity to get to introduce you to just a few of them here before we kicked off the show. Now, first things first, someone who's been here at Bungie for a little bit and someone who has also agreed we're going to do it on film and make sure that everyone knows that you've agreed to take me on a run at some point. But Kevin Yanis, Senior Design Lead here at Bungie. How's it going?
It's going great. I'm really excited for this truly momentous day.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What about today's show are you most excited about?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for the team, or for everyone to see the team's work on the runners. We've been developing these gameplay fantasies and visual for a long time. I know the community's reacted really positively to some of the previews we've given, and you know, Bungie games have this immaculate touch and feel, this great gunplay.
Yes,
with Marathon, we're adding deck shooter elements to it. To really increase that depth and mastery that people expect from our games. So I'm excited to see how everyone reacts to that.
Yeah, now we're going to get to see a lot of that soon, but we're also going to get to see, you mentioned you get to work on the runners. Can you tell us just a little bit, without spoiling what's on the show, what we're going to see today?
Yeah, sure. With these runners, you're going to see they're pretty archetypical. So you're going to see different but clear and distinct fantasies and gameplay identities and roles, and hopefully people walk away from this understanding how their team compositions are going to look like and what their friends are going to play.
Friends.
Kevin, well, thank you for being here today, man. We
Funny.
appreciate it.
It's a funny word they use
right
right
on
there.
down the line, we're also joined by Senior Engineering Lead here at Bungie, Mr. Sean Chan. Sean, how's it going, man?
Hi, I'm great. Yeah, it's really good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you for asking. That's so nice of you. For folks out there that may not know what it is a Senior Engineering Lead does, what do you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, I make sure everything works. So, like, if something doesn't work, Kevin comes and calls me, right? If this doesn't work, come call me. everything's like call Sean if it doesn't work, you know?
I mean, it's a huge undertaking, obviously, here working in video games. It's such an intersection between art and science. Anything particular today that you're really excited for people to see?
We have a lot of cool tech that people haven't seen yet, like stuff that can happen in this game that we just haven't seen before. Right, so this will be the first time they see it.
That's
I'm
a
really
wild.
nervous, and I hope everything works well.
That's a
Being
wild
nervous means you're
claim.
both excited
That's
but
a
want it to go
wild
well, so
claim
it's a
right
good
there.
thing.
Absolutely.
We'll see. That's,
Sean, thank you for being
all
here
right.
today, man, too. We
That's
really
a
appreciate
wild
it.
claim.
And of course, as we go on down the line, we're also joined by Marathon's narrative director, Julia Nardin.
There's
Julia,
story.
how you doing?
We've got some
Really
story in this
excited,
game.
Andy.
Today, we're obviously going to get a lot to show, or get to show off a lot rather today here in just a little bit. But what are you most excited for people to see?
Oh man. So as you know, we've been treating this as both a reimagining of and a direct successor to the original trilogy, which means we've been taking that really rich, textured world building from the original games and using it as sort of a sacred foundation that we want to continue building on. And finally, we get to share some of that with our community today.
It's very exciting, and selfishly, as someone who grew up playing the original trilogy with his dad, it's been so much fun getting to talk story with you. Can't wait for everyone to get to see. Anything in particular, anything else that you're excited for people to get to dig into as they learn more about Marathon? We've unleashed a little bit with the ARG and everything, but any thoughts so far?
If I said it, I'd get in trouble, so I think I want to keep it a surprise.
Fair question. All right, well, we got a big show coming up. Thank you, Julia, for being here. Thank you all, too, for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it a ton. All right, we are in final prep now, everyone. So we'll be back in just a little bit on the other side with some Marathon gameplay. Don't go away.
Wild. Never before seen tech. That is a huge claim. It's a very dangerous claim. You know, the one game we can scapegoat that. Scapegoat that is No Man's Sky. Now, of course, we can't obviously say that game failed. It took a long time to bounce back, and they've been proving themselves. Hello Games have been proving themselves to bounce back pretty hard by giving like 40 different free updates from their game. So, but that's a long-term kind of thing. So I don't know. I trust to believe them, but well, I'm in trouble in 5 minutes, I guess. I wonder if they're gonna give us a trailer at the beginning, and then they're going to show us, and they're going to talk about it probably. We'll see. It gonna be good, surely. Let's see. If you do play Destiny 2, if you do watch on the Twitch stream, there is a free emblem. A Marathon emblem. If you watch a Twitch stream that's in the directory for 15 minutes, you get the emblem. I'm gonna make sure if it works or not, but I'm not sure if it'll work or not. I'm sure it's fine. Don't look at my Chrome, please. Yes, it says relaunched update. My Chrome does not. I don't open my Chrome at all. Trust. That's because I don't close my. I don't. You know, the way I use the computer. I think most people use this computer the same way. I mean, most people just. What do you call it? Closes sleep. Who closes Chrome? Closes tabs. Who shuts down their computer these days? Unless you need to do an update or something. Alright. Hopefully, we're gonna get some nice gameplay. Maybe a release date, an alpha, as a long Destiny 2 player, streamer, content creator. We'll see. Change browsers to ad block stuff when Chrome stopped working. You can. uBlock still works, but you have to just fiddle it around a little bit, you know. I am using uBlock still. It still works. You can still enable it, even if it says it doesn't work anymore. It still works. There's always ways to download it in a different way and upload and use it in a different way. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, I know Chrome is starting to remove them, but you can still have them. All right. Yeah, uBlock still works. Now I use uBlock not only for blocking ads, but it's also great for. I mean, other extensions could do it too, but removing some of the websites, like the CSS or the HTML things on a website permanently, because some things are just useless. I don't want to see them almost anymore. I just remove them permanently from my website. The Zapper tool. Alright. The song ends? No, it does not end. The song is a bit like, it's like multiple sections. It's like any like any OST for like a show or like an anime. The song is what do you call it? The song can be played in sections, and then the developers choose. Oh, hang on. Okay, here we go. A trailer. Hang on. No, we're not. It's just gonna just show this. Yeah, maybe. Hang on. Begins now. All right. They're gonna just talk. There's no trailer yet.
Welcome back to Bungie.
Quality's so bad.
Beautiful Washington,
I wish it was better.
We're coming to you live.
It was the handheld,
the opportunity
maybe?
to share a little bit of marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So
Alpha.
Make sure to go
Alpha
ahead and
release.
tune out early. But no need to worry. You're not going to have to sit here and listen to me. I'm joined by some of my teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So no time like the present. Let's get into the show. First things first, this gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Super excited
There's
to
the worm.
finally show something about our game. We've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun
can't
today.
see
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to the one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly.
So,
I won't be talking for like 20 minutes straight this time. I promise,
So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together in a singular experience, and help
blocking their
deliver that
names.
experience as a single
Oh, it
thread.
matters
So,
so much.
just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life, our franchise art director, Mr. Joe Cross. Joe, how's it going?
Yeah, this guy posting a lot of images on Twitter. It's very nice.
Joe, for anyone, obviously you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon. And, my job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this amazing game. And then, make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success. Paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today, our gameplay director, Mr. Andrew Witz. How's it going, Witz? Witz, for anyone out there that may be just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Andrew Witz. I'm the gameplay director. What basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up what the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC. They're going to be hunting players on Tau Ceti. So
nice.
Yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all for all your work.
And of course, last but exceptionally not least, someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs in the past and someone who's been able to help guide design here at Bungie since Halo 3. The one, the only Senior Design Lead here, rather, the one, the only Mr. Lars Bakken.
Thank you.
Lars, we're back.
You could say Marathon's back.
You could. I'll leave that to you, though. Well, for anyone out there in the audience who may not get that reference and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is Lars Bakken. I'm a senior design lead on the Run team. Shout out to Run team, everyone that's out there right now. A lot of fans out there. So the Run team is consisting of, we make the maps, so the zones that you're going into. We make the activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts team, which are the factions, the corporations that players are sort of doing deals with because they're mercenaries. And that gets a little bit down into sort of the missions and everything. And so that's the stuff I hopefully make everyone proud with.
Well, we'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all for starters all for being here. Before we get started as well, a quick reminder, do yourself a favor, make sure you've got your Bungie and your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go ahead and show everyone that you were here today. So go out there, find a streamer you haven't found before, and make sure you help sub out there and share the love. And also, if you have dropped your sub here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all goes to the Bungie Foundation, so thank you for helping us help them do some good out there. Now we have a big show again lined up. We've got some gameplay on the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game. And of course, again, I'll repeat myself, but we've got something really great for you at the end of the show, so make sure and stick around. But again, the purpose of today is to show off some gameplay. Joe Ziegler, I'd love to hand the mic to you for this next part.
Yeah, so before we get started, obviously there's a lot to talk about today. We have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Okay, what we got? Show me. Alpha gameplay footage. Hang on a second. Oh, the bitrate's so bad. Hang on a second. We cooking here already. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on, that's looking pretty hot.
Death. The end of all things. But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
Ooh, okay. Cable Mega's gone. Finishers, huh? A date! September 23rd.
First things first, you saw that correctly. Marathon will be releasing just later this year on September 23rd, so you'll be able to ship out to Tau City very shortly. And in addition to that, coming just later this month on April 23rd, we're going to be running a closed alpha test that you can be a part of. Now, as a quick heads up, this is going to be focused on North America, 18 plus only. So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all the details and you're ready to go, do yourself a favor, head over to our Discord at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of course, if you're here in Twitch chat with us today, then you've already done yourself a big favor. Members of our community and moderation teams are going to be going out and looking for folks to drop codes to as well to make sure that you can get priority access when the alpha kicks off. So go ahead and keep an eye out on your inbox. There's no exclamation point drops or anything you need to do, though I'm sure folks will do it anyway. But worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor by being here today. But let's get into it. What did we just see?
A lot of death, you know, is first what we all saw. But honestly, you saw a first glimpse of some of what's going on in Marathon, you know, our extraction shooter that we're creating over here. And it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some runners in there. It's got some weapons in there.
Weapons.
It's got some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there. You saw some alternate weapon actions. The flip scope is in there, so weapons are going to do more than just shoot, obviously. It's a Bungie game. We got to like really push things. Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The UESC, obviously a little taste of the UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome stuff.
And some fun world interactions too. Like there's that sequence where the shutters go down and then everything goes wrong for the team that's in that room. But that's, yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
Looks good.
Everything goes wrong, the Andy Salisbury story.
I'll see some more though.
Mr. Ziegler, so why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean, extraction shooters are something that are a passion of all of ours. Like we really like the idea of like bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, it's like, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror story that's kind of unfolding before you, and testing yourself to see if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of want to just, you know, attract others to it, and so you can have a bigger party with it. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah, no, it shows. And you know, Lars, obviously, Bungie's got a long history of shooters, but this is a new type altogether for us to dive into. From your side, what's it been like designing for all of this?
It's been fantastic. So when I started at Bungie, it was on the multiplayer team. And I am a competitive person in my nature. I really enjoy PvP. And so having to take that in the Marathon game and think about every single angle of every design, knowing that there will be other human beings in, around, and on the other side of it has just been fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally.
I mean, August donated
the team.
To their charity,
really
so
to see. And you know, obviously, you mentioned we
as
saw
soon
a lot
as they
of
announced that
runners.
charity
Mr.
thing,
Witz,
obviously
can you do me a favor
they're
and help
gonna,
introduce these four runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test begins?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here they're going to be in the alpha. So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our soldier kind of fantasy, our soldier kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many picks as possible, right? Against either the UESC or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's a very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward, disrupting enemy teams and what they're doing and getting out and kind of having that kind of cycle. Void is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about throwing down smokes, going a full active camo cloak into the darkness, getting some reses, and then taking some people by surprise. So yeah, this is our core 4 right now for
Very
Alpha.
exciting. A lot of different play styles to choose from out of the gate.
Absolutely.
And even furthermore, Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe Cross on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But you've been sharing some art with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone. Before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot, but you guys have been working off of this concept of graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means for the design here?
Yeah, it's one of our ingredients that we've sort of conjured up to help us define the visual world. For these runners, the first thing we wanted to make sure was their visual fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy well. And then we sort of have our unique recipe of influences and inspirations for the reimagining of this world. And one of those sort of constraints we've created is this idea of graphic realism, where we
Glad I could help.
kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as a tool to onboard artists who are working on the project. And then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. And that's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
And obviously the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. As a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But what's it been like stepping into this world?
More images.
It's amazing. For art geeks out there, the sort of the father of the Marathon visual world in a lot of ways is this guy Craig Mullins, who you see art represented on the left. Started out as a fan. Then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large.
That's
and
cool.
we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the center, this is kind of a proto-runner we developed early in the process to make sure that, our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up and sort of represented that. And then on the right here, sort of an evolution into one of our actual runners here, Blackbird. With a similar fantasy and composition. So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort of looking back.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right,
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
Is it a spine?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. We're going to be showing, again, a lot of stuff today. So if you've got anything that comes to mind, please feel free to throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But, we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more Marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
More gameplay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Gameplay overview. So loud. Nobody be like that. Come on. Ain't no way. Nobody's walking like that in the game.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around
Whose
the
voice is
mysterious
this?
and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats.
UI.
Capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune.
Or even do it.
The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight. Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot.
Okay, you can revive them. That's cool.
If you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself.
I'll go solo. Here we go.
Solo runner.
Easy game.
No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants.
On them shotguns, man.
To disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends. Grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination.
Okay, you can play as multiple characters.
In-game
Okay.
challenges, ranked play,
That's
discovering secrets,
ranked play.
seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
There's no character limit. That's always a bit iffy sometimes.
You're only ever one run away from your next big score.
No character limits. But unless I saw that wrong, it's a bit iffy sometimes.
All right.
Looks good though.
Decent amount of gameplay. All right.
More gameplay.
Let's get into breaking this down. So I think for starters, again, as we touched on before the break, Bungie has such a rich history with Marathon. Joe Cross, from your standpoint, facilitating this gameplay with your art style, again, what was it like kind of approaching this from your perspective? What were you looking to do?
Build on the legacy. The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich and like inspirational, easy sort of inspiration for art. I also love just sort of having the keys to this car from this era, working on a game from this era. I love older games. I love the way the games look from the PS1, PS2 era. So there was a lot for us, and like I said, paying homage to some of the great sort of iconic artists of the time. So
yeah. And also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think it's Joey Wolfinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super voice. Yeah.
Wonderful voice.
He's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best. But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question. I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is Blackbird, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there? I like playing Blackbird because it's a great crew runner. Like, it's in terms of being able to provide a lot of information, provide a lot of support. It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur, especially ambush strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility to how you can play it.
Very fun. Mr. Witz, I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well, who's your go-to runner?
Oh, I split my time between Locust. I'm a very push-forward kind of player, as Joe reminds me all the time, because I'm pushing too much, too often.
You don't even have a W key. It just goes.
I just love to go fast forward. That's right.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, that push-forward gameplay that Locust kind of has, right? Being like the first to try and get a pick, you know, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play glitch a lot too. Again, like, I really love that disruption playstyle. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and just knocking them out of like the zone, and now they're trapped with me and hopefully my teammates. Joe.
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies. Your effectiveness varies per runner. Yeah.
Yeah, like everything in like we're making like a survival sandbox, which means everything kind of has to have a cost, right? And so like going, if you want to go fast, like Locust has like a super sprint, so to speak. Like they have leg jets that kind of come on to help you sprint even faster. That causes heat. So basically, it's almost like a stamina system, but we call it heat because we're these awesome mercenary cyborgs, right? Where like the body overheats, and so this character has like some mobility, but you overheat quite a bit. So that's kind of the cost that's there, and so that's what pushes us into like finding implants that maybe like expand like how much like your heat meter, and also give you more agility, so you can even go even faster, right? So yeah, there's a lot of cost in the game in terms of when we place a mobility thing in there, we really want to make sure. It's like, how does this affect the pace, and how does this affect the overall survival?
We gotta balance
To
the
be fair,
game.
we're still looking at the alpha builds. We got to balance a lot of stuff because some stuff is kind of sketchy. Yeah.
No, there's a lot to learn. That's why we're doing this, right?
Yeah, I mean, and actually, while we're talking about kind of those finer details, Witz, I'd love to still kind of bug you a little bit. In Marathon, build crafting is a big deal. What does that mean in the world that you guys are building?
Yeah, and so like the runners are essentially like a base, right? And so each runner has, they have a bunch of implants that you can kind of find that do kind of wild things, and like as they go up in rarity, right? There's a lot of stats, so you can increase your resistance to certain things. So like Tox is one, so you can essentially be poisoned, right, as our Tox, and so you can build up resistances to that. You can increase your agility. There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you like extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you know, you're doing one thing and then you get like a core specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like that's how much we want to kind of push that, so that gear really matters. And so builds
Hunter, huh?
are like completely the implants, the cores, weapons, weapon attachments. Weapons have like a pretty cool progression too. We have gold mods, which are kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool. They're essentially like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that can do some wild stuff?
Classic.
So yeah, like
Go all
the
in,
entire
guys.
package together is
Gamba.
what the build crafting experience is in Marathon.
That's super exciting. And actually, to that same end, we got a question in chat as well from, I think, Firex is how you pronounce it. How many players are going to be in each map?
18.
Varies per map.
Yeah, it varies per map.
Got it.
The footage that people have seen a lot of, Dire Marsh.
Okay.
We
Different maps.
support up to 18 players.
Excellent. Okay, all right, so going to be room for a lot of play styles. To that same end, I know we talked a little bit about Void earlier as well. Lars, can you walk us through maybe just your play style when you're approaching any of these runs?
Sure, yeah.
Let's go ahead and sell out the best strategy.
I have to give away my secrets. So Void is really fun for me because it leans into this part of my personality that is like very devious. And so, you know, if you go on a run with me, I'll be like, hey, any claymores you see, let me know. And I'm putting those in my backpack, and I'm doing crazy things like, okay, so Void has a prime ability that sends out, I think you saw it in the video, it sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you do that. It's a portable. Because when you go in that, you become invisible. You get automatic active camo. So I'll do things like set that up to make people believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll go in there and I'll claymore the inside, right? Someone comes in after me, they're gonna have a very bad time. But I also do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's high tier loot and I'll claymore it up and then close all the doors and leave and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later I see the shield crack in the HUD and I'm like, yes, I can go back and see what's going on. So yeah, that's how I like to play.
Yeah. How about you, Joe Cross? What's your go-to?
Well, if you know me, I'd rather look good and lose. So I generally pick the runner with the coolest helmet, and in this lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird. As far as my play style, I'm typically just a decoy. So
it's like, Joe, go over there.
Yeah, exactly. I am
look
the
really
worst.
great.
Yeah, exactly. Just stand in the open for a little bit. Yeah.
So that's the end of my run story.
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of play testing here internally. Witz, I know you mentioned you've got a folder of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like, I'm safe, like I'm kind of doing like a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like there's no UESC around, there's no players around. And oftentimes there's another player, like the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room and then the other team is right there and you're like, oh crap. Like, and then you're like, this is all out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen where there's these tense moments you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos where, these mercenaries kind of going crazy. Like all these players are jumping in.
You make it sound like you're playing so carefully, but you're not.
Listen, the tactics are happening fast.
Okay. They're just processing powers.
The math is going. Like it's happening.
It's improvisational, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like, runs can obviously entail a lot, but we also have a question.
I agree to not discuss Marathon closed alpha content outside of the approved private channels in the official Marathon Discord. There's an end to the closed alpha. Has an NDA.
There's
grenades.
Consumables.
Let's talk about grenades.
Yeah, there's grenades. We have a bunch of different types of grenades in the game as well that you can loot in the world. We have valuables. We have backpacks. Yeah, attachments, weapons, materials, keys.
There's a bunch
if you want to sign up, you just type in /alpha in the Discord server, the new noise, or general chat. And you'll get a link
to do a valuables run right now, and I need to
do
pick
it
up these things
in
and get
the
my money,
Marathon
into my
Discord
space
server.
bank. So
I can't post a link to it because
is a
it's
good segue
specified
from,
to
I'm not making
you.
this name up. Ballin'
The
Hobo
link is
asks, what do I do with the loot when I extract? Like, why does it
What's
matter in the long
Marathon?
run?
It's an extraction shooter. They've been showing gameplay. We can go back to it after they're done talking.
Factions and contract system. But if you want to talk a little bit about that, Lars.
Yeah, we've got this entire system we call factions. You're doing contracts, they're like missions, and you are being greeted originally by AI representative because you are a mercenary. You don't really have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions, like Andrew said, sometimes you'll run into danger. But the cool thing about, I think, a lot of the faction and the contract system is like, you could complete download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of done it. So even if you die, you've still made progress there, which I think is a really cool aspect of that feature. But then there's also this other meta layer where, as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself
right now.
over
Give me a
time,
second.
and so you can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
I was gonna say, you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right?
Yeah.
Like essentially, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer, so just in general, be able to do fight all the different, hostile entities in the world, like get through there's a POI on a zone that's heavily fortified by UESC and all of the different units that are there, the snipers, the assault units, like you want to be able to not only withstand that and players. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to get loot in the game.
And honestly, like a lot of the loot translates into things like upgrades, you know, that you utilize through the factions. But there's also an in-game store called the Black Market where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run, or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from that space. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out. I don't think I'm ever short of reasons to get loot out.
That just says something else about me, though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to make them easier to dive into?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that we could talk about. One is we are obviously investing besides doing a little bit more onboarding.
I can talk about after this because it's there. I don't want to overtalk. I don't want to talk when they're talking or talking too much. We'll talk about later though.
Combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep.
I don't want to talk
things, but I think Andrew could talk about it. Yeah.
I want to listen, listening in
like,
pretty much.
This is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We like nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring that kind of like morph the Bungie action game into like in the survival space where again everything kind of costs something, right? Getting shot, like you're not going to have like a limb system where like, you know, your limb's broken or anything, but you will, like guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint, they can slow you down, right? Status effects are still in the game. And so if you are hit with a chem grenade, right, you're gonna be toxed. You can be immobilized, right, which really slows you down. You can be overheated. There's all these things, and that pushes you into using consumables and making sure you have an answer for these things that happen. So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth of the survival game, but the approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together. And in addition to that, if you have some bad runs, right, like, and you don't have a lot of, you see your loot kind of going down. We have the sponsored kits, like it's kind of talking in the video earlier, where it's a package of gameplay items like weapons or equipment, or maybe a shield or something, or consumables. That's kind of like the floor for what we think you can be really, like you can be capable in the environment and actually like fight other players that actually are kitted out. So you're never feeling like, the goal is that you can always clutch, even if you find somebody who's completed kitted out in like really high-end gear, because that's your payday, right? That's like the beauty of the moment of like, oh my God, I took this player, and oh, they have the best shield in the game. Hell yeah. You know?
Yeah. Hurts. I mean, obviously, gonna be a lot of good pointers for folks at home taking notes for when they get a chance to get into the alpha. But we'd be remiss if we also didn't mention how a big part of what we do here at Bungie is working alongside our community, which is why we've also had the chance since about 2022 to work with hundreds of different creators in our community as well, to go ahead and get some of their feedback. So to those of you out there that have joined us, thank you very much for your time and your opinions. They mean a lot. But no need to listen to me talk about it. We actually just last week had a bunch of folks in here to go ahead and play test the very same alpha build that some of you will have a chance to join in on as well. So I vote I go ahead and let you tell them about it in their own words.
You kind of feel the blood pumping.
Got him. Lupo. Down them all again and 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 again.
This is a new world. This is a different take on an extraction shooter.
No, let me cut out!
It's game changing. It is literally game changing.
It's the puzzle guy. The ARG guy.
This is such an exciting time for us. You are the first group outside of Bungie to play test our alpha build.
Look daddy up, let's go.
Okay, I am ready and up. Whatever you two are. Yes, sir.
John Marathon.
Oh, we are bringing some money in this time.
Quick read.
Oh, you looking around?
See yeah, see who we got in the raid with.
Alrighty. Bio research is right next to us. You want to do the intercepts?
Real gameplay.
Yeah.
You just want to grab that real quick? Yeah, okay. You want to get going?
Yep.
The heat meter goes up, not down. That's crazy.
I didn't actually. I'm up in there, yeah.
Okay, there's... Oh, yeah. So, for the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you So if you
There
drop
is. I got a mod
a
earlier that like drastically reduces it though. So there are ways to reduce it.
I may have just exploded my kneecaps.
If you dash right before you hit the ground,
Before you hit the ground,
don't take
it saves it.
It'll
damage.
break the fall, yeah. Happens to the best of us.
AI on the right. Yeah, more AI inside the little shrubbery compound over there.
A hostile unit is calling for reinforcements.
Sorry. Excuse me, sorry.
You good? You good?
Real gameplay.
Yeah, still heading to field maintenance.
Yep.
Oh, I got AI over here like 20 feet.
Oh my god, he just stuff up. Are we killing them or ignoring them?
AI with a snipe up above is looking at me.
I need some bits of ammo. Guys, find me. There's a green tank right there.
There's ticks underneath.
I hit here, I think.
Player. Down one.
I hit one for the shield, but I'm
Down two.
No shield.
down.
That's all of them.
Right. Actually, you want to do the HTT?
There's so much going on right now. My ears.
Either way, I'm getting shredded right now, so I gotta
Clear the one, clear the AI.
There's so much going on right now. My brain is fried.
We gotta.
What the? What?
That's a purple one.
Oh, hell. Wait, the one that's at fire like 5 knees are lethal.
The grenadiers, yeah. They're pretty. What'd you have on your little guy?
Oh, one of the guys you killed had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
Okay.
Oh, mechanics hit.
I
That's
have
what we need, right?
filled up the survey.
Just mechanical static effect?
Survey's been filled. I'm now gotta wait to get access. So.
Yeah, I'm inside with them.
But can't stream anyway. So. Because it is.
We have the mechanics kit. It doesn't take anything. You're just good.
And under NDA. But let's watch this now. Let's see.
I'm unlocking the box. AI dropping in. Big ones too. They've got long shots in too. Oh, yeah. That's gotta be.
I played one shield. There's a loot up there who's absolute.
Well, that angle is crazy.
Oh my god, I almost had realized.
Where are they?
Damn,
They're on the
I need
balcony,
people.
like south 200.
I got one knocked. I got one knocked.
Nice.
Damn shotguns, man.
Dude, oh my
On
god.
me. I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, I would say this self
Yeah, there's a sniper.
Freaking no! It's a Brian! Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
I'm coming to you, Sven.
Yeah, I see him.
Don't underestimate this guy.
Oh my god, that's it! He killed 2, I think it's 1v1. Ben, you knocked 1, I knocked another.
Good stuff. I literally only have a sniper.
A unit is signaling for reinforcements.
Okay,
the knock I had was way over here. I don't see anybody over there yet.
He's been quiet for an awful long time. I reckon he's gone to res. I see him.
He's right there. He's right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me if they res.
That's a guy. Yeah, he's holding the angle at a distance.
Sniped a sniper.
Yeah, right on me, right on me. This player. On me. Very weak up there. I'm underneath.
Guys, Lupo has so much ammo, it's crazy.
Are they where we got down? Nice.
Knocked one. Coming. Got one left.
I take shots on the right side, like you something.
No, if they're close.
It's man
I got
ulted.
no tags. Oh.
There.
You got eyes? Yeah, A1.
Yeah,
Oh, is that him up there? Is that him up there? Is he upstairs inside?
Yes, sorry, he was. Yeah, hear him. Or is that USAC?
There's a
you
USAC
said we
guy right
shooting something in
there.
there. They were shooting something in there.
I think they kind of built a ringer group, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
They built a God squad, you could say. I feel like we might be the God squad.
That was good. That was a good run.
Yeah.
Flawless run. Hang on a second. He died a couple times.
We got knife some AI and grab some guns.
We can go to field maintenance.
We got a loot container key. Isn't there one of those around here?
Yeah, it's right here. Where did I just hear that thought? Whoa! I knifed one.
Put those guns out, huh? Oh god, what is that? It overheats. Oh, we got like energy guns too.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh god, what is going on here?
Something's sucking me.
Stop sucking him! It's a purple shield.
UESC reinforcement signal detected.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, these bots, they're having trouble with these bots, huh?
Yay! I don't want the
Yeah, they-
conquest. LMG. I should take it, but I don't want it.
But here, take
Oh,
this.
long
Take
shot.
this.
I'm saved. What's the question marks again? That are on the map?
Oh, I think those are the players, right?
Huh? Like
Like the
this?
cash players?
Yeah, I don't know.
Players.
Ooh, that thing has bullet travel. Ooh, I don't like that. We're dead.
Knocked one.
I knocked one.
Didn't reload. SMGs. I don't have a solar rifle actually.
Found him.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
Glitch is moving.
Behind, yeah, glitches behind you at the moment. White shield.
Oh, she's scared. She's scared.
Down.
Very good.
Very, very nice. I called the purple. Yeah, I want the frickin' purple. There's a green on this
Purple shield. Who has that?
one. Me.
The big items, the big drops, the stuff that's like really high value, they're like, I have to get this out.
Doesn't matter if I'm playing Lucas or Void or Glitch. If I've got a better aim, I'm going to win. There's no other extraction shooter like that where I can have that kind of gameplay.
Big
when people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Playing so far has just been refreshing, I'd like to say. everything felt really locked in.
This being sort of the
Just
next full Bungie
gaming.
experience is an exciting moment.
The game is inherently fun. I just want to play
Big
more.
man. Very nice.
All right, so obviously having those creators in was a whole lot of fun. Getting to work with both creators and players alike has been a privilege. It's been a great time getting to set that up. And of course, I promise I'm not saying this just because I work on the social media team here, but if you head over to our YouTube channel, we have a full 20-minute version of that. So youtube.com @MarathonTheGame is where to find us. Also same with all of our other socials as long as I'm at it. But Lars, obviously again, like we talked about before that video, we're familiar with working with our community really closely, but have we ever done it this early or at this scale before?
So I've been at Bungie for a while now, since the Halo 3 days, and I think the thing, even since my time, we've been really good about is working with players, working with the community. It's something we take pride in. And on this game in particular, yeah, we brought people in, players in much earlier into the process than I think we ever have before, and it's given us really good insight. You know, we tell them when they show up, be brutally honest, because that's how we learn, that's how we understand what needs to change, what needs to get better, and I think it's been really great.
It's been a ton of fun. I mean, even again, like these folks were all here last week. You guys were in there with them. Some of you playing as well. What was it like?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a lot of there was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time, and some players who were brand new, and it was great to see sort of like the mix of the both. Especially when you got to some higher level skilled players who just joined in and immediately got it and started destroying everybody, like Tens, and Lupo was in there, and but yeah,
Tens.
Yeah,
That's
you
scary.
had some pretty awesome moments, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was pretty amazing to jump in, and I'm gonna throw Nick under the bus for a moment here. Like apparently he was on the team with Brian and Jeff Keighley, and they were not having success. Y'all were like destroying them, the creators. And, yeah, it's probably your team that was destroying them. So I was brought in as like a hired gun to help get Jeff through, and
thank you.
I did my job.
Mission accomplished, Lars. Yeah.
Something that he's used to, obviously. Also, though, you were saying you were observing a little bit as well, maybe not playing quite as much. What was it like, from your perspective, getting to see all these folks jump in and play the game for the first time, some of them?
I mean, it was awesome. It's awesome, like, playing the game for so long, right? And seeing other people play the game is just a great feeling, right? For, like, the whole team. You get to see things that you designed for happen and in real life, right? You see people who are like being hunted by other players that take refuge by like we're a heavily fortified area, and watching the UESC equalize a little bit. Moments like that was great. There was another fight that was like it looked so fun, but also hilarious, but also like really like it was like a great time, but also really tense. There was two crews that were fighting under the dire marsh map. There's a bunch of tunnels and stuff like that, and they were fighting in the tunnels, and the fight was literally like almost 1-by-1s, like 3 and 3, like constantly moving towards each other and fighting in the hallway. The person in the front dropping meds for people in the back and changing positions, and that fight went into like little vents as well. So it was like this it was this hilarious chase that was like it was super tense because you didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third party, and they were just the volume of the room kept on going up from those two crews because they were just like, where are they going to get flanked? There's another vent right there that could pop up from there. And they were shooting vents just like out of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously, yeah. And you, again, we were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Oh yeah, I was on a team with Valkyrie and Katamina, and we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath a greenhouse in the tunnels underneath. Tunnels are dangerous, and they were fun. But we basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were baiting them down into it. And yeah, it was pretty successful. I'm telling you, the claymore strats are good. Yeah. Don't sleep on claymores. They're
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
Yeah.
So even in addition to these creators, the legacy of Marathon's community goes so long goes so far rather. As someone who's played a lot of Aleph 1 in the past as well myself, back on my Titanium G4 PowerBook so long ago, bringing in the Aleph 1 team was really, really exciting. You guys got a chance to work with them as well, isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting to sort of connect to the heritage of Marathon, right? Like to keep that alive as we're sort of building this new world. And so working with the Aleph 1 team has been really awesome with the Marathon Classic on Steam. Is the release that they had, as well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense, sort of remembering the past as we're sort of building this new, re-envisioning in a lot of ways of what Marathon is.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well, about the dangers of the world, we do have a question from Twitch chat. Are there dangerous PvE encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESC is out there, and you should underestimate them at your own peril. But can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emergent threats that await players?
Yeah, absolutely. There's the UESC security units that are out there. There's a bunch of different types that do different things, so watch out for them. We also have ticks, which are these wonderful, surprising, explodey fauna. Yeah, they run at you. They run at you, explode on you, and you have to shoot the nests actually to get rid of them essentially. Otherwise, they'll keep coming. And there's a bunch of hazards and stuff that are like be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of like tox rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players. And in the alpha there's a few, but
what's the scariest UESC unit to you?
The scariest unit? The Ghost Commander for me, for sure. The Ghost Commander, their ability is like they go into active camo and they actually have clone. They have a bunch of like clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot. And then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right, it's like it may be over for you. But that's one.
Spooky.
The sniper, also love the sniper as well. We really want to have these prolonged sniper fights that are really great against the UESC. And if you manage to really push them and they notice you're pushing, they'll punish you for that too. So definitely be careful of these units. Tread carefully.
Not to be trifled with, right?
And the recruits, honestly, the recruits, they have this rush down that they do. If you're not too careful in knowing where they're going to be flanking you and rushing you down from, we're purposely making them these formidable foes that you can't get treasure out of the world easily, and they're guarding it, and they're doing a pretty damn good job.
And you can't ignore them either. Once they're on your set, you kind of got to figure out a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, too, we've got another question from, I believe, Shepsky. Can a team be composed of any number of runner types, like 3 Blackbirds, for example?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
There's no restriction on how you assemble your crew. You can all play the same. You can create a meme comp if you want. Or you can diversify a little bit, and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But we've seen them all. It's been really cool to see kind of the different combinations.
I want to see 3 voids, man. I don't know about
that. Those 3 different players that are playing Blackbird, they may have very different builds and what they're gearing towards in Blackbird, right? Like they may be some of them, like one of them may actually have implants that allow them to go in active camo. That's not a specific thing for a runner, so we're purposely trying to make it so that you can diversify.
I did see the shield wall comp, which is like basically 3 locusts in the playtest from last week. But
let's go. So again, obviously it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a world that's really ripe for players to tell their own stories in. Again with the closed alpha on the way on April 23rd, as players finally get a chance.
It's not that far. I thought it was further than that.
What are some of the stories you're
10
most
days
excited
from
for them
now.
to get to dive in and maybe tell themselves?
So many. I mean, there's so many different stories that I think that we're looking forward to seeing happen, especially ones that we've never even seen before. But getting onto the planet, like honestly, just trying to survive amongst all of the different threats that exist there. The dying, when our trail says death, it's death. There's a lot of death in the game. The learning from it, the challenging yourself, the getting back up and trying to do something new. It's gonna be exciting. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross. What are you expecting?
I'm had the fortune to.
There was
launch
still
Destiny
something at the
and
end. They were gonna say, "Oh, a big
Marathon.
reveal."
It's always
So
amazing to
guess we'll
put
find
something
out.
out into the world that you've been working on, sort of in a bubble for 6 years or something like that, and have the players experience the visual world for the first time is amazing. Introducing the IP into the world, sort of beyond the game. Sort of the culture it creates. Always excited to see like what the fans tell us what the game is and what the metas are and what the IP is, and so that exchange is always amazing.
Yeah, check out the Discord. It's getting wild in there right now.
Yeah.
Wits, how about you? Anything come to mind on your side?
I'm just really excited for folks to discover the content and play with it in interesting ways. We've been making this meal for a bit. It's just time to see folks
cooking.
play, right? Like we've been making the sandbox for a bit. We've been working together on all the activities and everything in the world, right? It's just going to be exciting to see people react to it organically and learn from it.
Yeah, very exciting.
I'm also curious to see which runner will be the crowd favorite. Yeah, out of the end. I have theories.
I know you have many theories.
Yeah.
It's probably Void.
Many theories.
Chat, Discord, let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking.
Absolutely.
But that brings us to just about the conclusion of what's been a very action-packed show. So for starters, guys, thanks so much for being here today. We
There's
really
one more
appreciate it.
thing.
Thank you so much, and thank everybody out there. Like our team is literally sitting behind these cameras here, and they're amazing. Like you should give yourselves a hand, for putting together. Also, there's an immense amount of staff here that has been super gracious and kind to come and help work with us on this. So just want to make sure all of you, let's give you a hand too. You've been doing an amazing job. So thank you.
That's right. So again, as we noted at the top of the show, coming up at the very, very end, we've got a very special surprise.
Special
so go ahead
thing.
and do yourself a favor and stick around all the way through till the end. But again, a huge thanks, Joe Ziegler, Joe Cross, Andrew Witz, and Lars Bakken. Thank you all for being here today.
swapping out.
And of course, again, to echo Ziegler, thank you so much to the entire dev team here at Bungie. Thank you so much for being here today. Whether you're here with us in person or you're at home, it's your contributions that make Marathon possible. So truly, thank you. It's honestly humbling to be here today. And again, of course, the crew here, thank you all so much for all of your hard work. It's been incredible seeing this stage come up so quickly rather. So thank you so much. It's been a gargantuan effort, and it's all thanks to your efforts. And most importantly, again, to all of you fine folks out there for joining us today. It's such a privilege for us to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on, and it matters most when you show up and join us. We know you have busy days, and we're thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. And of course, we got something fun at the end. Make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating Scarrow and Mr. Raffle Waffles, Milo, out there here just after the show ends. So go ahead and tell them we said hello when you get a chance to drop into their chat. But as has become kind of a tradition here at Bungie with our streams, we've saved just one more special thing here for you at the end.
Hang on a
Now,
second.
we've told you a lot about the game so far, but we haven't had a chance to really touch on the narrative just yet.
Yeah.
And we're really excited to build a story that's innovative in the extraction shooter space, both in and out of the game. And we'd love to show you a glimpse of that now. So we've had the opportunity to partner with Academy and Emmy Award-winning director Alberto Mielgo to go ahead and show you just a bit of a snapshot of what life is like on Tau Ceti. So we hope you enjoy, but in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
All right, narrative time. Let's see. One more thing. Oh, cinematic. Hang on a second. We cooking here. Pump it up. $7,327.94. Man, we are far in there. Huh? Oh, we're moving forward. That kind of sucked. Ozymandias.
Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sculptor well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless thing that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and the heart that fed.
It is very cool.
Welcome once again. Once again. How's the new shell? How's the new shell feeling?
I mean, it feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion. Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm. Yeah. Supposed to be my lucky charm.
Jesus Christ. The bit rate, they can't handle the bit rate. No, Locust. Not like this.
Can you identify her?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mom.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
This trailer is crazy, man. Absolutely cinema.
Hey, what's that you always tune into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Crow?
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ozymandias.
You ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
And this music is? You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Ooh. Other characters you haven't seen yet. Damn. Absolute cinema.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remain. Round the decay of that colossal wreck. Boundless and bare. The lone and level sand stretch far away.
Do you recognize this child?
That's me.
I don't know. Is that me?
Interesting. Beautiful. I was working on that. Nice. Beautiful. That was an amazing trailer right there. Really, I think it really captured the game for sure. That was beautiful. Ooh, this sounds like a new song. Hang on. New contracts. Examine the town state gentlemen carefully. The condition of the holes they never meant to find. No ordinary drove. A code in the code. Greater alpha gameplay content now live. Cinematic short. I think it was not short at all. Please disperse. Minutes that was. That's crazy. I'll have more of a walkthrough here again, huh? Okay. Alright. Alright. First things first. I want to watch these things and not bad bitrate. So let's go and let's go to... what should we watch first? Let me see. Let me set this up real quick. Okay, so... let's do the first trailer they showed us. Yeah, it sucks that Twitch has bad bitrate, but it's whatever. Okay, so here's the first trailer. It's only 2 minutes. Gameplay review. Okay. Turn off this. Alright, get this set up. Here we are. Gameplay reveal trailer. This one. Alright. It's a bit bad still. Okay, we got 4K. We cooking here. Alright. Better bitrate. Watch this. Alright, so this is the first gameplay trailer they had in the stream. Better quality. So let's take a look here. Oh, this is so much better looking. Hang on a second. I can see all the pixels. Holy moly. Hang on. I can actually see everything. Holy moly. That's crazy.
The end of all things. But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
That looks very nice. He's venting, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. As much as like people like do like over analysis on like these trailers, bro, I don't even know what to say because visually it looks great, right? But the issue is I love playing. I don't mind playing these games, but like, I mean, it all looks good, but like, I like to look at the UI though. I mean, look, we looked at the other trailer though. Hang on, pick it up. And I went to the other trailer, which was, oh, Leaderboard's back. Hang on a second. We cook into this. It's been 8 contracts. Hang on. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, about the leaderboards back. Okay, so let's bring the other trailer back. So the other trailer was the gameplay trailer. This was 7 minutes long, 5 minutes long. This one. Set this up real quick. Okay. Let's see. This one, gameplay overview trailer. Okay, so this one is the overview trailer in 4K. Okay, so this one will show us a lot more. Hang on, I somehow closed my live stream tab. What the hell? What the hell? Did it crash? What the hell? What happened to my live stream tab? What the hell? Let me go back to that, I guess. What? There we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's watch this real quick again. So this is the more overlook to this, better quality. All right. Looks good again. That looks really good, yeah.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats.
Yeah. Okay, let me look the UI real quick, okay? So we got your left side, you got your teammates, okay? We got compass, classic. We got tells you exactly where you are, bar research. We got the actual text that tells you if there's reinforcements or some sort of event going on. You have on the right side, you have, it actually shows the icon or the name of your teammates, if they're in what direction they're in. Then we have two skills. We have this one skill, L1, and you have ultimates, which is L1 and R1 and L1. R1 and L1 together is your ultimate, and it charges up over time. Then we have this weird because okay, this is your shield type. The blue is the rarity of your shield. So Biscuit has a rare shield with 3 bars, and then Buff Baby has a epic shield with 4 bars. So the bar at the top is your shield, and then your health is at the bottom there. This is your armor, the refresh armor. And then you have 2 weapons you can equip and a knife as well. So you have either, you can use 2 different weapons. It doesn't be a pistol. It could be a sniper and assault rifle, but yeah, that's what it seems like. All right.
Capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and
R1 is your utility, I think.
To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled.
This person has it has another icon there. So yeah, R1 is the grenades, the utility. But this one has an extra button. I'm assuming maybe it's a mod or something. I don't know, but
with weapons, materials, and equipment you can.
Or it was a cancel. Maybe it's a cancel. Maybe it's like a turret or something.
Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight. Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic teamfights. Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick.
And now, 0 to hero, you know what that means? That is walking in with 0 people, pretty much. So, or 0 loot, basically. That's what that means.
Because no matter how geared
it's a nice
you are,
term
players
for
with skill and strategy will always have the edge.
How much is similar up to today? I don't think so. It feels like oh, what do you call it? That the Easter event update was just going to be a prolonged update.
Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates.
And this is cool. I like this. I thought, okay, so they can get downed, which is cool. I guess it lets you move around and stuff. But then you can also still revive them, which is interesting.
With your hard-earned loot.
It's interesting that you could do that.
Your skills alone are enough to conquer
It's good
any
though.
challenge. We give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill, to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner.
Though it seems though, they're showing here where this solo guy just wiped up the team, but unless that other guy wasn't, no, she was reviving him, right? So it was weird because if you all go down, they don't die. Like usually in a battle royale, I guess if you knock out the whole team, everybody just dies instantly, right? That's usually how it goes. It's not a battle royale this game, obviously, but this one he goes down, but you still have to finish him off. So like this, maybe you can get this a self-res, possibly.
No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews.
I like the glitch visual effects on that.
Shield charges and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets,
I don't know about ranked
seasonal
though, I don't know.
storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Very nice, very nice. Who the hell is that? Is that Creekcraft? Holy moly. Alright. And then we have, I'm not gonna watch the creator one again because that one's too long. 20 minutes. I'm not watching that. Hang on, give me a second. Let me do some research real quick. No ordinary draw. Let's see. Yeah, because it said already. Slash contracts doesn't work anymore. Maybe in here. Slash. Oh, the bot is broken. The bot broke. Unfortunate. Yikes. They broke the bot in the Discord server. Maybe is my Discord broken or something? No, it isn't. And they broke the bot, or they disabled it for a second. Let me close Discord real quick. They broke the Discord bot in their server. Let's see. Is the bot broken? Yeah, it's still yeah, the bot is broken. Doesn't exist. Okay, the bot doesn't work right now, sadly. That's alright. Okay. That is fine. All right, let's watch. I want to watch the trailer again in better bitrate. I want to see it in full 4K. Okay, no subtitles. We're not gonna need subtitles for this. All right, we're gonna watch this again. It's gonna be good. This is very good. This is insane cinematic. Better quality. This is cinema right here, guys. A lot of the things that is shown are like, this was part of the ARG, so it's kind of cool narrative wise here. The ARG was very narrative heavy for this story. When humans, existed, and then we would augment our bodies, basically. Can't live here anymore. It's like the Matrix. We're in like all these little boxes here. Is where we spawn in, man.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sought to well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless things, and the heart that fed.
Can I get a key? The keys will. It says that the keys roll out near next week, though. Before it starts,
it feels
basically.
just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion. Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm.
Watch on
Yeah,
Twitch.
supposed to be
Only in the
my
watch on
lucky
Twitch is to get the
charm.
drop for the emblem for Destiny 2. The frequently asked questions, or the questions that says that. Yeah, it's gonna be super loud. The frequently asked question, or when you do the survey, it tells you that the keys will appear next week. I know they. I know what you're talking about if you're in the Twitch chat, and then there's a chance that they might send one out. I mean, that is like super rare. You know what I mean? Like, even you're not gonna be able to play it now. I mean, it's not gonna be open. Who would even, like, who would you even share that to? Because you can't. Because like once you get the key, you're under NDA. You can't even say you're playing the game. I don't think you even can. I don't know. I mean, you probably can, but not publicly though. It's like, if you get a key, and I don't even think you're allowed to even like talk about it. You know, like it's the alpha's under NDAs. The closed alpha is under NDA. So I don't really know how much you could even talk about it, even if you're in the closed alpha. Sometimes you can't even say you're in a closed alpha. Sometimes, usually how it goes. I would say. Keep adding more emotes to Discord. It's crazy. We'll see. Oh, they put the Bungie devs. The Bungie devs are now. They put it at the top here. On the Discord server. This would be so loud, but no blurriness though. You can actually see everything. Holy moly! Look at all that. That's crazy. I actually see all the particles flying off this guy. Damn. That looks
Can
good.
you identify her?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mother. Your mother.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
Hey, what's that you're always tuned into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
And this music is? You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
You can see the other characters that they didn't talk about yet. This character and this character. But it's only showing 4 characters. Imagine actually that she used that ability and it does recoil like that. It doesn't do that though, but that'd be crazy. I've played this game. This game doesn't even exist yet. It comes out on September 23rd. This game is not released yet. This game is cinema.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Despair. Nothing beside remains. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck.
What a great trailer. What a great trailer.
Alone and level sands stretch far away.
be free, cost money. I think it costs money.
Do you recognize this child?
I don't know. Is that me?
Pretty sure it's not free. Could be wrong though. Hard to say. There's a code right here, but someone's decoded for sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's free. If we go to the gameplay trailer again, I think it's paid for sure.
Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the
But
run
it won't be
ahead.
like full price though. Like it won't be like
Your objective is simple.
it won't be AAA price. It'll be like cheaper than like it won't be $70. It won't be $70. I don't think it will be. It's just like probably like $30 or $40.
Gather as much loot as you can and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight. Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront.
Yeah, so this is a distraction shooter, basically. It is, you know, if you've played or know those genres, it is a distraction shooter. You party of 3 people versus, and then there's AI, and then there's
dynamic and tactile
loot up,
gunplay.
then you extracts.
Runners with unique playstyles and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players
There
with
is real
skill
people,
and
yeah.
strategy
There
will
is
always have the
PvP,
edge.
but there's also AI as well. It's PvE
Marathon
as
is
well.
designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends.
Like that is AI. Like this is AI, right? Like you're gonna fight these things. It's guarding loot, right? But that's also PvP, right?
Death
like,
is not.
This is people. Like, these are PvP right here, but then there is also AI. Right?
And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned
You can
loot.
just res them though, so it's fine.
And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill, to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No 2 runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends, grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges.
Looks good. Yeah, looks real
ranked
good.
play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more.
I think it's the
all
aesthetic
await
though,
you in
for
Season
sure.
1, where
And the aesthetic helps a lot. It's such a, I think it's very colorful for sure. And I think if you play Destiny 2 or play Destiny, Bungie games before, it's mostly the gunplay. We're all here for the gunplay, you know. I'll reconnect, surely. Oh, it's lagging. What's my internet lagging now? What are the odds? Oh, a bit unfortunate. It lags now. I don't know why. What's wrong with my internet? The very end of this. At least it lagged now. It didn't lag, I guess, the middle of the stream, so it's fine, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my internet, sadly. I might have to just go. I mean, I need to get some food, and I think that's everything, I think, when it comes to all that. Bots back up. Nice. Verify the credentials of Joe Ziegler and Joe Cross. Identity verification requires immediate cross-reference of the credentials of suspects Ziegler and Cross. Failure to complete this verification will result in restricted access privilege for individual question. No. Gotta save Interesting. Anyways, the stream is bad right now. I don't know. Anyways, so right now it's fixed. Internet's fixed now, but I'll probably just head off though. Still, it's fixed now. Internet's fixed now, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. I think I just go get some food, chill for a bit. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's that. I guess the contract answer is out there. It is. A bit slow on the contracts here. It's been 5 minutes since we did it. No. Let's see. All right. Well, I appreciate I'm gonna come by again. I'm gonna head off. Yeah, hopefully I get into alpha. I really do hope so. I would love to play this game early, but if not, I mean, we'll wait. September is a long way from now, but we'll see. Anyways, bye bye. Appreciate it. Time to go.